Sunday worship at Church Street United Methodist is the highlight of 40-year-old Powell Richardson's week.
He responds to the music. He responds to the liturgy.
Steve and Mary Ellis Richardson grew up in this church, were married, and their 2 sons were baptized here.
We were concerned, could Powell even be a member of the United Methodist Church? And we got 3 or 4 different answers. Some ministers said, well, no, according to the discipline, unless he can state the vows of membership, he cannot be a member. And then there were pastors who said, well, of course he can become a member. We'll just make him a member. That wasn't satisfactory to us.
In 1992, Church Street's senior pastor, Bishop Ken Carter, sponsored a petition at General Conference
that family members or the congregation can take the vows on behalf of the individual, and that's now in the discipline, and it has been since 1992. That made a difference not only for Powell, but for many, many others.
The Richardsons have become advocates for those with disabilities, and folks at Church Street have been right there with them.
We want people to feel welcome and like there's a place that you can get in, and once you're in, there's a place for you where you can be comfortable and participate and feel like that you're part of the church family.
Through the years, additions and improvements have made this nearly 100-year-old church more accessible. A covered entrance was added.
In the past, he got wet, we all got wet. We did our best with umbrellas, but to fumble an umbrella and to move a wheelchair is not an easy thing. But now he can enter the church in the complete dry.
Handrails and ramps have been installed, and a large elevator is a help to people of all abilities.
We have elderly people who are having knee and hip replacements. Our triplets just came through a little while ago, so a family with a really large stroller really appreciates the accessibility.
Church trustees rearranged pews to create wheelchair spaces in the center aisle. For the first time in his life, Powell can sit near the front, and thanks to this lift, Powell and others can reach the altar.
The first Christmas Eve after we had put in the lift and serving communion, on Christmas Eve we have lots of visitors. And at the altar there was a man in a wheelchair. Like, how did you get here? Well, he used the lift. And he may never come back to our church again, but he wanted to receive communion on Christmas Eve. And he was not the only one. So it was wonderful to be able to welcome a stranger and say, you can come here to receive communion. And the accessibility goes hand in hand with hospitality.